Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Reny Intan Permatasari. I'm from Islamic Banking International Class 2018. And now, for this opportunity, I would like to explain to you about banking system and policies in Indonesia. But before that, let me tell you the definitions of bank. The definitions of bank has gradually improved, which was originally according to the Constitutions of the Republic of Indonesia, number 14 of 1967, and the Constitutions of the Republic of Indonesia, number 7 of 1992, then amended again by the Constitutions of the Republic of Indonesia, number 10 of 1998, which confirmed that banks are business activities entities that collect funds from the societies in the form of deposit and distribute them to the societies in the form of credit and or other forms in order to improve the lives of many people. In other definitions from Indonesian Banking Booklet 2003, banking is everything related to banks, including institutions, business activities, as well as ways and processes in carrying out their business activities. The main activities of banking are collect funds and distribute funds, while the activities of providing other bank services only support of the two activities above. And then there are three roles of banks in economy. For the first is allocations of funds, and the second is payment traffic services, and the third is monetary policy transmissions. And also, there are three reasons why banks need to regulate it and monitor. For the first is the survival of the banks is determined by the public trust in the banks. And the second is banks have strategic functions in the economy, intermediate allocations of the funds, smooth preparations of the payment system. And the third is bank health is closely related to overall economic health. In banking system policies in Indonesia, there are also financial institutions. So, financial institutions in Indonesia divided into three. For the first is central bank. In Indonesia, central bank is carried out by an Indonesian bank. And initially, the functions of the circulations bank, or we can say that's bank to bank or lender of the last resort, which is usually the service provided in Indonesia banks more to the government and also the banking world. The sole purpose of Indonesia Bank is to achieve and maintaining stability of the value of the rupiah. So, the stability of the value of the rupiah contains two aspects. Namely, for the first is stability of the goods and services as well as. So, the second is the stability of the currencies of other countries. Based on Constitutions number 3 of 2004, the duties and the roles of Indonesian banks, namely managing and supervising banks. And the second financial institution is commercial banks. So, based on Constitutions number 10 of 1998, the commercial conventional bank is a bank conducting business activities and or based on Sharia principles in the activities providing services in payment traffic. So, commercial banks divided into two. For the first is bank that carry out conventional business activities, and the second is bank that carry out Sharia principles. So, the task of commercial bank is to provide credit to the community for the society welfare and collect funds for the society in the form of demand, deposits, savings, also deposit certificate and other form equivalent to that, and etc. of the task of commercial banks. So, the last financial institution in Indonesia, that is rural banks. Based on constitutions of 1998, the rural bank is a bank conducting conventional business activities and or based on Sharia principles in the activities do not providing services in payment traffic. So here, rural bank activities are much narrower when compared to commercial bank activities. Actually, banking system and policies in Indonesia, there are four types of bank in Indonesia. First, seen from its functions, consists of commercial banks and also rural banks. And the second, seen from its ownership, consists of state-owned bank, national private-owned bank, bank owned by the cooperative, foreign-owned bank, and also the last, regional government bank. Third, seen from its state, consists of foreign exchange bank and non-foreign exchange bank. And the last is seen from how to determine price, consists of bank based on conventional price principles and also based on Sharia principles. Banking regulations and supervision policies in Indonesia are directed to support the creating of the conductive climate bank, ranging capital assets to credit, and also affect to the relationship with other parties. So, in banking system and policies in Indonesia, there are four requirements in bank establishment permit. For the first is principal permit, and the second is business permit, consists of organizations, management, capital, and also ownership. And the third is recuperations of permissions, and the fourth is office opening. So, in banking system and policies in Indonesia, bank supervisions consist of two. For the first is offsite supervisions by doing in the form of weekly, monthly, quarterly, semester, and also annual report. And the second is on-site examinations by doing regulations inspections one a year. So, the purpose of bank supervisions is to creating healthy banking. There are six ways to measure the soundness of bank. For the first is capital, second is asset quality, third is management, fourth is earning, fifth is liquidity, and sixth is sensitivity to market risk. Actually, there are seven ways to solving banking problems, such as increase capital, replace management tree, resolve bad loans, merger or consolidations, sold to other people, management to other people, and the last is sell asset to other people. But if the seven steps are insufficient, the Indonesian bank can remove the bank's business license. The factor causing the bank soundness assessment, such as internal disputes, outside interference of the bank, window dressing, practice bank to bank, difficulty that cause resignations from clearing, and the last is other practices that can endanger the bank. Banking in Indonesia, there are four principles that emphasize the legal relationship between banks and the customer in depositing funds. For the first is belief principle. Second is confidentiality principle. Third is the precautionary principles, and the last is the principles of getting to know customers. So guys, that's all my explanations. If I have a mistake, please apologize. Don't forget to give thumbs up and comment below. And thanks for watching. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.